few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's me, Aries0083, for another live stream. Hopefully this one will be short. It's not planned, so what am I gonna do? But I'm trying to be consistent. I wanna think this is probably gonna be the season finale for the season for season 8, which isn't that great. Um, eh, what can I say? I'm not prepared. So, and people in the street know that. Anyways, let's do this quick. Let's rip the band-aid off right away and go with the toy haul. So this toy haul, um, I went, I think around Sunday. I went to Target. I was looking around, um, looking for something to buy. I don't remember what it. Well, let me see. Sunday. No, not Sun. Well, maybe it was Sunday. Anyways, I went to Target and I picked up Meow Battle Cat from the. This isn't the Masterverse Battle Cat. This is the. I think it's called Classics. He-Man Classics. So I picked this cat up. He was $7.49. He's on clearance. There, last time I saw him, there was two. I've mentioned him before that I've seen him, but I was like, you know what? Let me just buy him. It's a nice, good cat. If by perchance I'm able to find He-Man later on, I'll buy He-Man. And here's the back of the package. Just a minute. Good thing I muted. Anyway, so I got Battle Cat. I don't think I'm gonna open him. I did see the He-Man cartoon on Netflix, the Revelation, which is pretty good. I liked it. I know Tila kind of got a little bit annoying when she was protesting about like being lied to. And when they asked her to come back, she's like, "Eh." I could see how people would get annoyed with it, but I wasn't annoyed for long. But I got Battle Cat 749. So on Monday, I went to visit my father-in-law, and on Tuesday, I was jonesing to go out again, like a dummy. Also on Tuesday, for some reason, Target had reduced prices of some of the Masterverse figures. They brought Skelegod, He-Man, and Skeletor down to like $13 or yeah, $13.50. So I was like, maybe it's destiny calling me. Maybe I should go and get them now that they're cheap. I don't know why they had them for that price, but I went to Target and when I went there, I had uninstalled the Target app, so I had to reinstall it because they weren't scanning for that price. And I Googled, I forgot the password to my Target app. So I decided to search on the Chrome browser on my phone. And I saw the results said it was 1350, But when I clicked on it and it took me to Target, it was like back up to like $25, and I was like, "Hmm, um, I don't know, that's weird. Maybe I need to use the app to get them for that price." But I didn't know the password to my app. So I was bummed out. I went to another Target, and after looking at the He-Man stuff, the Masterverse stuff, and scanning it, they still had Andra. I was like, no He-Man. Let me no He-Man, no Transformers. The Transformers that were there were Retgar and Sweeps, and they were scanning for the regular price. So I went around like by where they usually put their clearance stuff, and oh boy, I found these guys. So this is Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 86, number 2 cup, and he is 1149. Uh, I had found the Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie, B127 with the Bumblebee head. So I was gonna pick him up. I thought it was the only one there, but after walking around the store, I found a shelf with this guy, more bumblebees, and also hmm, this guy. This is Buzzworthy Bumblebee Cliffjumper. He too is also 1149. So, like the good collector I am, picked up. I picked up four, two to customize and two for the collection. So here they are. They only had two cliff jumpers, three cups, and three of the bumblebees. So I took them. I was happy. They also had the Bumblebee Origins, the or the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Origins Bumblebee. They had him too. He last time I saw him, it was clearance from like $28 to 17. But now when I saw him again, I saw him like on Saturday, and then this is Tuesday. So in the span of like 4 days, he went down. Like he was 14 something, 14 and change. But I that happens a lot to me when I find something like a sale or something I really want. My mind goes into overthinking mode, calculation mode. I become Computron with the powers of Grimlock's brain. So I was like, should I get one of each? Um, should I only get Cliff Jumper? Because Cup is everywhere. Cliff Jumper, even though he's a deluxe, a lot of people hated. I hated him because he was small for his size. He had what I call the Mas Canada disease. Star Wars Black Mas Canada was the first figure that I remember. That was a small figure with a whole bunch of stuff and was like $24 or 22. I think Rocket Raccoon is probably the predecessor of that, but I don't remember being as like surprised with Rocket Raccoon because he came with a Build-A-Figure part. So it's like Build-A-Figure, little guy. Oh, okay, it's logical that you're going to buy the Build-A-Figure part. But Mascanada was just Mascanada and stuff. And I'm like, ugh. So Cliff Jumper has that same disease where he's like this little guy who's a Legends class, but they're charging deluxe. So I didn't like him. But for that price, I do. And for some reason, everyone loves him. Now that I think it's confirmed that instead of having clear plastic for the chest and the top of the car, it's like opaque plastic. So yeah, since the toy haul is over, I'm gonna turn off the camera. Um, Let me turn off the banner too. And let's go to what little toy news that I have. But the thing is, um, I'm glad that I found those guys. I like the cup. I like the Cliffjumper. Earthrise is my favorite line. I don't know where he ranked. I can't remember from memory where he ranked when I was ranking them, the Earthrise figures. But out of the War for Cybertron trilogy, Earthrise is my favorite line. So let's go to toy news. There's not a lot of toy news here. And let me share this screen. The only toy news that we have for this stream is whoop, is this chicken wing, chicken wing. So on Transformers Tuesday, it was revealed Red Cog, Legacy Red Cog. These things on his boobs look photoshopped. I know there's grenades or energon containers that are supposed to be plugged into his chest, but they look out of place to me. You got Chicken Dinobot. You got Red Pterosaur and the MPM Masterpiece movie. Yeah, Masterpiece movie Blackout. MP is Masterpiece, I guess. Even though it's not supposed to be two words. So here we got the official pictures. I I've begun to where is it? All right, there it is. I've begun to sweeten like sweet and sour chicken on Dinobot because I like the lazy eyebrow in his review of Dinobot. He asks his daughter what she thinks of him, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I like Dinobot. I, I I I don't like this head. I don't like these colors, but the mode is great. And I only have I'm sure I only have one Dinobot. So and I don't have the Amazon exclusive, but Be Neck. Uh, uh, he's cool. I like him. I wish I could get more of him. Then we get Pterosaur, whose mode is an Amazon exclusive, but now I'll be able to get him from from Target. Hopefully, he'll go on sale, just like those Buzzworthy Bumblebee guys that I just showed off a few seconds ago. The Air Razor mode is all right. It's decent. I got a couple of extra air razors from Walmart. I mean Walgreens. And again, as is tradition, I'm doing this live stream after I've just eaten. So kind of burpy. So if you see my mic go mute, that's what's happening. Anyways, pterosaurs, the mode's okay. I don't care that he's an exclusive. I don't care for the character. He only lasted one season and died like a ridiculous death. And I don't collect masterpiece toys. I wanna kind of the G1 ones if I could get the knockoffs cheap, but I'm not gonna. I'm no interest in this guy. He looks big and chunky, but the only masterpiece I think I wanted recently was the Bumblebee Optimus, but when he went on clearance, I never was able to find him. So that's it for news. Kind of slow. Let me turn off the banner. I'm gonna do something that I was thinking of doing. Let me see if I can. Sorry about that. I'm doing this off camera just to prepare it. Didn't have a lot of time. All right, here we go. Um, there was one person watching at the peak. There was two, but now they're both gone. I didn't announce this. I don't like announcing these live streams in advance because if I want to just opt out, I can. But I was kind of I was kind of two minds about doing a live stream. Um, I want to cut down on the buying of toys of Transformers. Maybe if I could find them on sale, yeah, but it depends. But I want to cut down a bit. So this is going to be the finale of season 8. Season 9, I already made a playlist. It's called Free Games and Fake Bots. So let's, what is it? What do they call it? A palette introducer, a palette cleanser. Anyway, let's go with the toy topic. So the toy topic is called Closeout Stores Are My Jam. I want to add closeout stores and clearance aisles are my jam. Should have added it there. But anyway, let me see. I've prepared some documents. You know what? Not yet. Just give me a minute, guys. Sorry about that. This is delicate operation. I don't want to be get desperate. Anyways, here we go. So I'm probably gonna leave StreamYard just to mess with this. This is a program that I'm using that's called Picasa. You could see in in the stream in the video. That's Picasa Photo Viewer. This is Google program that no longer they no longer maintain it, but you can still download it. I think there's a website called uptodownload.com or uptodown.com that still has it. Just Google Picasa, and I like it a lot. It's very useful. Anyways, so here we have this is Ollie's. We have Cyberverse Jetfire for $7.99. I've seen this happen a lot where toys go to closeout stores. The next example here I have is from Ollie's again. This is a Bluetooth enabled DO from Rise of Skywalker. And this thing is $39.99. It says the regular price is $99.99, but Ollie's had it for $39.99. Not something I'm really interested in, but it's a good price for a robot. Um, not my kind of price. My price would be $20 for this thing. If it went down to 20, I'd buy it. I did get from my local closeout store amazing savings. I got a Bluetooth R2D2 for like $20 from them. Next, we have some Studio Series and some Marvel Legends from Ollie's. They're $9.99. Your choice. They have a Hot Rod RC. I don't like Studio Series. They have Roadbuster. I do like Roadbuster's design from Dark of the Moon, but I'm not a big fan of the Bayverse figures. And then you got some Wolverines, some Iron Mans here. That this X Force Wolverine is pretty cool. For $10, I'd pick him up. Invincible Iron Man over here. Eh. Alpha Flight Guardian. I think this is Boom Boom up here. So yeah, more closeout deals from Ollie's. Next up, we got Cyberverse, $22.99 at Ross. It's $30 comparable value, but I'm not too crazy about Cyberverse. Generations is usually what I collect. Here we have our friends again from Ollie's. Uh, these guys are Ape Face $15.99, Megatron $19.99, and Ape Face $15.99. I have seen Ape Face go to the like $19-15 range a lot, but Ape Face and Megatron, no. Here's this old ad for Titan's Return Triptychon. Says there's $139.99. Meanwhile, Ollie's has you covered for $49.99. There's a big Triptychon, which I love. Here's Combat Megatron for $19.99. This is the camouflage green and black one. I got him like on clearance. I think it was from GameStop or Megalopolis Toys. Here's Ironworks for $12.99. That's a good price for deluxe. Then you got some thrown about Megatrons from Earthrise. I like Earthrise Megatron. He's a smooth boy. Here's more Siege Megatron from Ollie's for the amazing price of $19.99. Here's Earthrise Megatron. Someone found it at TJ Maxx for $16.99. Smooth boy. Here's some other stuff. Gambit. Of course, he's $9.99. Here's RC Twins, Autobot Lancer, and the RC Twins there. Someone bought Starscream from Ollie's, $12.99. I don't know what store this is, but they had these guys for $6.99. When they came out, they were $10.99. This is the Roller Force, Roller Force, Decepticon, and Roller Force and Decepticon Groundhog. Oh, those are weird names. Then the Fuser and Autobot Blazemaster, the Shuttle Boys, $6.99. So my local closeout store has the Siege guys. I think Road Handler and Swindler for like $4.99, and nobody wants them. So I can see like when people say nobody liked the Micromasters. Yeah. Here's a Constructicon Scavenger from Ollie's for $24.99. There's some more stuff. $24.99. Trip Up and Daddio. I like these guys even though they have big shoulders. $5.99. Here's Ollie's. They got Slitterfang Rung for $5.99. Wow, someone got Ape Face for $4.99. that's, that's that's a good price. Cheaper the better. Here's a bunch of more stuff at Ollie's. Let's see. Here's Grapple for $18.99, I believe, and Miss Marvel for $9.99. Ape Face 15. So Chipper Williams not favorite bot Grapple. This is Fortress Maximus. If you don't recognize the gun and the planet, Fortress Maximus at Ollie's for $39.99. There he is again. Zoom in. Whoop, $39.99. I didn't get him that cheap. The cheapest I got him was for like I think $130, which is not very cheap. This is one of my finds. I found Galaxy Upgrade Optimus at amazing savings for $19.99. But after I was able to pick up three, um, but after that they disappeared. The shelves were clogged with Galaxy Force Optimus Prime, and then they disappeared. I think I think someone must have came in and swooped in and bought them all, or maybe they had to get shipped back because it was a mistake or something. I don't know, but yeah, I can say that between him and Ultra Magnus, he's the worst. Ultra Magnus is better. See, Ultra Magnus is better than this guy Galaxy Upgrade Prime. Here's some more Ollie stuff. More Ollie's. More Ollie's Cyberverse. Slipstream $7.99. I think I was able to find her or Dundercracker for the same price at amazing savings. I do not like. I did not like those toys because they have like gimmicks. She has Sonic Swirl. I think Thundercracker had the same thing. Combat Megatron. Here's some Trailbreakers for $12.99 at Ollie's. Siege Megatrons. I think that's $19.99. It's weird their pricing. This is Marvel's White Rabbit. She's probably $9.99, but she's blurry. This is a picture. If you recognize my green table, I got Brunt from Marshalls for $9.99 compared to $15. I love Brunt. Look at him. He's like, thank you. Thank you for buying me. I put this picture in the I think in Triptychon or the Full Tilt and Brunt review. These are hyper real figures. Uh they're $29.99. Their going price was $79.99. So this is Ollie's. I've never seen these. If I do see them, I would pick them up because they're hyper real. They have soft rubber that tends to deteriorate with time, but that's why you get two. I took this picture in Five Below of Rungs, Singe, and Pteroxodon. This is the only time I've seen them at best at Five Below. All the other Five Belows, if they have Battle Masters, it's usually the first wave, Fire Drive, and the Misfire Gun. Some bots at Five Below. This is Optimus Prime at Burlington Coat Factory. And here's the pictures of the toys I just showed this at the beginning of the video. This is Bumblebee B127 1149 clearance, and here they are on the shelf. And you can see that they have the origin Bumblebee. He's 1424. I think I'm almost done. There is a picture that I have to recognize. Cliffjumper Cup, Ali's Battle Masters, Gigawatt. Someone found Gigawatt, I think at Marshall's, and no, not Marshall's, at Ross. And they saw a Siege Soundwave. That's why no one wants him when he showed up again. So, yeah, Ross had Gigawatt for $20, which is all right. I think they Ross also had these guys. This is the Siege pack with fan vote paddle 3 pack. Has a hologram Mirage, Decepticon Impactor, and the cog weaponizer whose name escapes me. It's 49.99, comparable at $90. And I think finally, no, not finally. This is an old picture. This is Generations Metroplex. He's at Costco and he's 49.97. This is a picture that I took at Amazing Savings where Optimus Prime was 12 10.99. I regret not buying this because I was a dummy. I was into I think Marvel Legends at this time. Here's a Starscream from Ross, 9.99. Me Cyberverse, uh, Combat Megatron, 19.99. A couple of Battle Masters, Bomb Shock and Growl, 5.99. 8 Face, 15.99. Earthrise Optimus, 19.99 at Burlington Coat Factory. Then we have an ad for War for Cybertron Voyager figures from Ollie's, 12.99. Theirs, 29.99. Selection may vary by store. And this is a old picture. There used to be a store called AJ Wright. They were part of an umbrella along with TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they would carry closeout stuff too. I picked up this animated Shockwave. Pretty sure I sold them because I don't think I have them in my collection. But if I'm going through my stuff and I find them, I wouldn't be surprised. So he's 12.99, and this is Voyager class. They also had Voyager class Optimus for 12.99. If you're one of my old subscribers, you do recognize the background with the yellow flowery curtain, and they had Blitzwing. And like I said again, I'm pretty sure I sold these guys. I don't think I own them. They have Braun from Revenge of the Fallen, who was 7.99. I'm pretty sure I opened him. I like Braun. This is what I used to look at. That was purchased on April 1st, 2011. This is Marvel Universe packs that went from 538 down to 269. No, wait, no. They were 324 each. So all three of them was 972. Here's Earthrise Astor Train from Burlington, 1999. Ollie's has Earthrise Optimus and Double Dealer for 1999. And the Coup de Grace. Wait, is this the Coup de Grace? Yeah, it is. This is the last picture. So the Coup de Grace Transformers Titans Metroplex 79.99 from Costco. What a time to be alive. I heard once about this, but I went to Costco once. Let me close this. Let me stop sharing. I went to Costco once and I I was able to get in. I thought it was like because you need a membership to buy there, but I would thought, I could go in, look around. If I decide to sign up for a membership, I go to the membership desk. I went in, I saw some stuff. They had some cool stuff. I think I was looking for the Costco Transformers Cybertron Crumple Zone and Optimus 2-pack. But I didn't find it. But they did have like the Star Wars DVDs. They had the widescreen special edition, which has the special edition and a rip of the laser disc in it, which means that the laser disc is like the original unaltered movie on DVD. I went back and they didn't let me in because I didn't have a membership. I guess the first time I got in, I went in with a group and they probably thought I was part of the group. But eh. Anyway, it's 9:33. Let me turn off this ticker. Um, what I want to say before I turn off the ticker, what I want to say about closeout stores and clearances. The title of this video is "Good Thing Comes to Those Who Wait." Uh, right now, those Buzzworthy Bumblebee figures are being clearanced out because they need to make way for Legacy to fill the shelves. Um, so in terms of clearance usually happens between the transition of lines. It's weird that the buzzworthy stuff is on clearance, but people have been finding Kingdom stuff on clearance. I found Kingdom Megatron and Rhinox on clearance. So usually what happens is when there's a transition from one group to another, like let's say from Combiner Wars to Titans Return, from Titans Return to Power to Primes, from Power to Primes to Siege, from Siege to Earthrise, from Earthrise to Kingdom. So whenever there's a transition in Transformers, the last part of that wave, the tail ender, usually goes on clearance or shows up at closeout stores. So what I like to do, what I like to preach that I do, sometimes I don't, is if I can, I'll wait. Like I still have to get Tigatron. I still have to get Pipes. I still have to get Slammer. I still have to get Waspinator. But these guys are the last guys of Kingdom. I have Blaster. So I'm expecting for these guys to show up either in closeout stores or on clearance, which I'm sure they have. So I'm expecting them to show up on clearance or in closeout stores because of their place in the line, their tail enders. Also, as you guys saw with the hyper real figures from Star Wars, sometimes those one and done lines also show up at closeout stores or go on clearance, like the Overwatch line. Um, and that hyper real line probably didn't do so well. I know Zoids Wild has showed up in some places. Zoids Wild, that was like announced and nothing happened. The show is on Netflix, but it's like I don't know. I think the pandemic killed that line. But if you're willing to wait, if you can wait, then wait. I I was yelling at myself or arguing with the imaginary fanboy earlier about pre-orders. How like some fans they'll pre-order everything. Like someone out there has pre-ordered the first wave of Legacy, and it's I think that's dumb. If it's an exclusive, yes. If it's just a regular wave, don't do it, especially not for the first wave. The first wave is going to be around for a while. It doesn't help that with the pandemic things have gotten off kilter because usually these clearances they show up um, around December, around Christmas time. Like after Christmas, whatever's left on the shelf, Target goes and they start clearancing things out. But because of the pandemic, because of like the shipping delays, they're clearancing them out in April, April, May, which is kind of late. So I'm expecting closeout stores to get these toys, not hopefully around Christmas, but maybe later because of the shipping delays. But if you're like me and you love getting multiple toys, if you can if you have FOMO, buy one. But if you like to customize and stuff like I do, just wait. And you got to be able to risk not getting something, to risk missing out on getting a toy. But toys aren't cheap. They're going up in price, and this hobby is getting harder and harder to stay in with it. Like I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna give a bonus in terms of this video. So I'm gonna turn off this banner about toy top closeout stores are my jam. Let me create a new banner. Uh, this isn't good for podcasting. All right, here we go. New ticker. As a bonus, I was looking around about. This video is mostly like about cheap options, so I'm gonna I'm gonna do this for after closeout stores. I'm doing this. Let me open up a tab. So this this if you know fan Transformers fan, if you know Transformers, you should know this. This is sirtoys.com. This is my list of favorites. Uh, these toys, a lot of them are not in stock, but some of them are. Like this Black Arachnia Beast Machines Purple. It's $9.99, and this one's Beast Machines Red. I do keep tabs on some of these guys because sometimes they do come back in stock, and then I know if I can buy them or not. Right now, I think shipping from China is really bad. So they, I would only recommend buying from Sir Toys. They ship from China. Buying from Sir Toys if you're willing to wait. They'll give you a tracking number and you can track it. But the last time I ordered from them, it took more than a month. It was like almost 2 months, and I was starting to get nervous. A review spot is here. He says, "Hello, Aries. What's up? I was watching your video on Ash, the the 40th anniversary Ash figure. It's all right. The faces are pretty good. He has the poofy hair, but That was like early '80s Bruce Campbell. Anyways, so here we have my list. There's some that are in stock, like this oversized Volcanicus. I already own Volcanicus, so and I didn't like the combined form. You have this oversized Orion Pax. This is the Power of the Primes. Let me see if when I click on this, it shows up. All right, so our review spot says, "Hope we get an improved Evil Dead Ash 2 now." Yeah, I'm sure they'll use their technologies to release it again. So here, this guy, he's pretty big. There's a picture. This is Deluxe Blur from Titan's Return, and this is the Power of the Primes Optimus. So if you really love Optimus and you got the money and you have the patience, 59.99. There's only one in stock. This is the KO version. Uh oh. Where's my favorites? All right, I think I'm gonna have to. Should have went back. Yeah. Oh, this is. Anyways, it logged me out of my account. Anyways, Sir Toys is a good place to look for oversized KOs, which are going to feature in my next season, which is free games and fake bots. So stay tuned for that. But since I have review spot here, let me just gonna ask them like. All right. I'm gonna ask them what's your favorite scary movie. I'm gonna put it on the screen just as a marker. Question mark and apostrophe. No, asterisk. So, what's your favorite scary movie? And he says, "Talk to me, Slim." It's easy. I bet it's The Exorcist. Let me make a bonus. I got an unexpected one, Review Spot says. If you haven't checked out Review Spot's channel, he does a lot of um, action figure reviews. He from time to time he does do Transformers, but most of his action figure reviews are horror themed or action figure themed. Like there was a Batman today. He did a Batman and a Ash video. Favorite of all time is Witchboard. That's with I think it's Tawny Katane. The- I remember the end of that movie is bonkers. Think she gets thrown out a window, lands on top of a car or something, or somebody does. I think the guy does. The review spot says top three are Witchboard, The Shining, and The Stepfather. I haven't seen The Stepfather. That's what's his name? Um, the guy from Lost. Review spot says you are correct. Yeah, Tawny Katane. There's a movie called wait, is it Witchboard? It's the same, made by the same dude, but it's about a house. I know it says it's called Witch something. Ravi Spot says, yeah. Oh, the guy at the end of Witchboard, he falls out the window. He does, and the camera follows him as he's falling down. That's like one of the weirdest things that happens in that movie. The other one is the guy shooting the witchboard as it's like being dangled by a string in the air. It's haunted. Witchcraft. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I heard about that movie from a podcast. I think it's called. I'm pretty sure it was the Grind Bin pod podcast. They have on Twitter their Grind Bin Pod, but they review a lot of old movies from like the 70s and 80s. They find some gems. There's a movie called The Sweeper with C. Thomas Howe. It's bonkers. It's a stunt spectacular. No, wait, that's not it. Witchcraft. No, witchcraft is the one that there's like 18 of them, that they're like sexy witches. Let me see. I could probably look it up. I'm going to look up Witchboard. I think I saw Witchboard 2 also. Um, let me see. I'm looking up the guy who plays Malfior. Witch Trap. That's the movie. It's a weird movie. Linnea Quigley is in that movie, Witch Trap. Yeah, he got it. Ravi Slot says Witch Trap. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, it's a pretty weird selection. Those three movies. I know that The Stepfather has a couple sequels. Um, The Shining, I'm guessing you're talking about the Kubrick one. I have seen, because of this Nostalgia Critic, I saw the miniseries because his review, before I found out the Nostalgia Critic was a terrible human being, I watched his review of the Shining TV series, and it was pretty funny, so I decided to watch it. But yeah, I think one of these days stars the same guy who played Movader. Yeah, I think that's how I found Witch Trap. I looked up the guy and and it led me to him. And Ravi Swat says, "Yeah, not the garbage TV miniseries. The garbage TV miniseries has that kid. What's his name? Chubby Cheeks." Well, let me turn off this banner. I was supposed to show this banner. But yeah, one of these days I'll probably do a live stream and in season 9, since it's gonna be like more random, with the guy from Wings, yeah. And I think his name is Stephen Wright. The guy from Wings and Rebecca De Mornay. It's pretty, it's bad, it's funny bad, which is hard to do. But yeah, one of these, like one of these days, we should get together because it's late. I know you got to do stuff. I know I got to do stuff. We could probably do a crossover and talk about horror movies, and maybe I could throw it either on this channel or on my other channel that I wanted to do. I call it the Aries AV Club. But yeah, my favorite horror movies as a kid, the ones that scared me the most, um, the trailer for Extro scared me as a kid. I was the backwards guy with the rubber mask crossing the street. I was that scared me as a kid. I remember the trailer for Dawn of the Dead was scary. because it was like the sun was coming up in the trailer, but it was like some zombie's head. Kids in the 80s, they got the shit scared out of them. I'm sorry, but I'm thinking about Zombie, trailer for Zombie. Um Zombi. I think it's a famous Italian director did it. But that the when the zombie's ripping through the bag, his head's ripping through the bag. I was like, ah. So yeah. Other things that scared me: the poster for Scanners, the poster for Prophecy, not the one with Christopher Walken. Not the one with Christopher Walken. I think this is the one with. I think it's Margot Kidder. There's some famous lady. It's about a bear, a mutant bear, but the poster is like this mutant bear embryo. It was like the Alien poster, which was just an egg in blackness. A review spot says my attachment to those films were and think a memory to going um, the memory of going to the strip plaza video stores in high school and renting those ones. Yeah, there was a little kids in the 80s. We had to go to like video stores. There was a mom and pop store where I lived in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and my neighbor would rent those. His dad had a VHS, and we would watch some movies. Sometimes they'd record movies from the TV. Like I remember seeing Star Trek: The Motion Picture on TV, and then going to school and telling my friend that he looked like Decker, and he told me to shut up. Yeah, because he had like a butt chin. But I, two of the most two of the movies we saw the most as a kid in the 80s, or three of them: Weird Science, Back to the Future, and Ghostbusters. We loved those movies as a kid. As kids, Weird Science I don't think is for kids, but hey, we saw them. It was the 80s. And review spot says low. I think he's talking about me getting told to shut up by my friend. But yeah, um, one last question before 10 o'clock. I'm sure you gotta go. So, what's the scariest thing for you? Like, uh, let's say my scary thing is Ghost. I hate Ghost. I did a Talking Toys podcast where I did like some. I think it's up on this channel. Um, it was around Halloween time. Ghost, like you can't. They're hard to defeat. Yeah. The only movie that tackled defeating Ghost was Ghostbusters, and it was a comedy. Every other movie with Ghost is like, oh, we gotta calm the spirit down, so go away or whatever. But I do not like The Ring or The Grudge. I don't like the demons are also kinda. I don't like possessions. Possessions piss me off. When it's like I think the last time I got pissed off by a possession was in Age of was it Age of Apocalypse? No. X-Men Apocalypse, when Apocalypse took over uh um took over Xavier. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not great. It's not cool. Or like talking about Evil Dead. My brother pointed out that as soon as a deadite takes over your body, they mess it up. You get all like weird and scratchy and your teeth are messed up. so so I don't like possessions. I don't like ghosts or demons. Review Spot says my scariest thing would be in the ocean with great white sharks, just a deep body of dark water and something swimming under me. It's probably scary. I'm sure you've seen the open water movies. Uh, there's like three of them. I've seen one and two, and it's kind of dumb how. Well, the first one they went scuba diving and they got left behind when they come up from scuba diving. It's like, where's the raft? But the second one, they fall off a boat and the boat keeps going. So it's like, but yeah, it's kind of scary. But right now, thinking about it, I'm not scared. All right. So I'd like to thank Review Spot for showing up. Um, visit his channel. Uh, meh, I'm trying to. The thing about the screen sharing stuff is you got to be careful, I think, about showing like stuff, especially if you're working on your personal computer. You don't want to be like, oh, here's some of my information. I'm gonna go to my subscriptions and just go to his channel. All right, I'm gonna click on one of these premieres. So there's one person waiting. Chipper says, "Hey, Review Spot. Hey, Chipper, what's up? Is up? Stream's almost ending. I didn't have a lot to talk about. Of course, thanks for another great live stream. You're welcome. Um, let me screen share. Chrome tab. Here we go. So this isn't a live video, but this is a upcoming review for his channel. Has more subscribers than me, but I know we started around the same time, like way back when. I was looking at my like subscribers, and I saw that there was a guy called Giltar, and I remember watching his videos. I don't know if he's still around, but yeah, it was back in the day. So yeah, this is his channel. Give him a follow if you like scary things and action figures. So yeah, and review spot says 2009. Yeah, way back when. My channel says I started in 2007, but I think one of the earliest videos I did was Bumblebee from the first movie, the Camaro, the new Camaro Bumblebee. And Chipper says those were the days. It's weird. It's different now. I think it's harder because there's more competition. Let me close this. But follow Review Spot if you're not following him. It's harder. It's like back when Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were. Review Spot says I think there's this dork called Optibotimus that started around then too. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I didn't like him. Chipper says hello. I didn't like Optibotimus because he'd be on Sean Long's podcast and he'd be reckless with his talking, and I'd be like, "There's kids listening," and kids would call in too. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of kids in here, despite we think that this is for adults, this collecting thing, but kids are around, so you gotta be careful. I tried to go like mature, and I think it didn't work. So it's like YouTube is like with Steve Jobs and what's his name? Bill Gates. When they started computers, uh, there were hardly any computers. If you tried to do computer stuff now, you're gonna get lost, but you're gonna get left behind. It's weird. So like, there's a lot of reviewers. I like that there's people reviewing. Uh, that I see like a lot of young people, and I'm like, yeah, just do it. Don't do it for the money. There's not going to be a lot of money or fame in this, but it's something to do, something to do while you're still alive. um, Let me see. Review spot says don't really know if he still reviews or is just needing rent money. I usually see some of his reviews. And review spot says thank for the show. And Chipper says you guys are levels above that guy. Oh, thank you. My subscriber count doesn't say so, but but yeah, it's it also it's tough. I think. Let me see. This is a point that Chipper brought up, and I'm going to bring up one of his last videos of his. I saw he complained that he had to get a job because his channel wasn't doing well. That's also what I say. YouTube is fickle. If you Google, um, yeah, review spot says, "Hey, I got a compliment. Aries is a class act." Oh, thank you. YouTube is fickle. If you look up the top like most subscribed YouTubers. Back then, it was Fred. I remember everyone like loved Fred. I'm like this weirdo who got his own show on Nickelodeon later, but he wasn't always the top guy. After Fred, I think it was the what's that comedy duo? Smosh. After Fred, it was Smosh. Then I think I was equals three, and then I think was I think the pronunciation is Nigahiga, and then I think PewDiePie. Um, I think I want to say it's still PewDiePie. That's like the top subscribed guy, but I'm sure it's someone else. I think number two was like this company in India that just uploads music videos. And my review spot says if you can convince yourself that a big deal because you point a camera at a figure and talk with, that doesn't make you a big deal. That makes you a sad turd. Uh, I'm thinking, not Optimus, Shartimus Prime. He's like now hobnobbing with the Marvel guys. So, but then Rodimus Primal, he's fairly new in my opinion, and he's hobnobbing with the Hasbro guys. Chipper Williams says definitely one of the pioneer of TF reviews. Thank you very much. Thanks. It's kind of sad that I'm fishing for compliments, but yeah, it's YouTube. If you're on it, then just do what you gotta do. I want to make money, but then I realize that if I do make money, I have to be. It turns in from a hobby to a second job. I don't know if that's happened to you, Review Spot. I hope it hasn't. I hope it's still fun, but I think that it's like Rodimus Primal was complaining that he needs more views. I see TJ Omega, he wants more views, and it's like they have like 41,000 subscribers. I have like 3,000, and it's like if the big guys are struggling, I don't know. It's weird, but to do this if you love it, because you're gonna have to you're gonna have to stick with it. The Black Shinigami, most deaf a pioneer. Hey, Thank you. A new guy, at least new to the chat. And Black Shinigami also says the TF reviewing community has evolved so much and a lot of old time favorites. It's good to see them around. Thank you. I hanging in there like that cat in that poster. Review Spot says, I've always been a realist. It's not a career, it's a hobby that can make income. Yeah. I remember the first time I got my AdSense check, it was like $600 around Christmas. I was woohoo toys, but I never never made that much again. TJ Omega Review Spot says TJ Omega. Speaking of the internet, going to your head. Yeah, he's been around for a lot. I have been liking his videos lately because he we need Transformers shows that aren't just reviews, like discussing Transformers. I usually try to listen to every podcast like Radio Free Cybertron or TFYOP when they show up, just to listen to stuff. I don't know. I like listening about Transformers. Black Shinigami says, been sub to you since I was in high school. Been out almost 12 years. And Chipper says, yeah, I never got TJ Omega. That guy's ego was off the chart at the start. I don't know. Yeah, he is kind of. Anyways, it's been a pleasure. It's 10:07. I've been streaming for an hour and 12 minutes, and there's three people here. Review Spot says you have to stay humble. Yeah, I I try. And I'm sure there's a lot of guys that stay humble, I guess. And TJ Chipper Williams says TJ Omega always seems so pretentious. Vangelis, I don't like his humor. I it's like I don't know. It's weird. It upsets me. He seems like a good dude, but whenever they make jokes on the podcast or he makes a joke on the video on his videos, I'm like, Review Spot says, don't make it bigger in your head than what it actually is. Yeah. Black Shinigami says the TF community just needs a resurgence. I think it does. I think there's a whole crop of new kids that are coming up. But oh, I don't know. Uh, there are some new reviews out there that are pretty good. There are some young new reviews there also. Black Shinigami says hopefully this new show will help. Yeah. Chipper Williams says humble is the way to go. And the review spot says I told Anthony Customs it's not a career. He didn't like that very much. I remember watching Anthony Customs a lot. I stopped watching him. If you say my career is reviewing toys, you're delusional. Damn it, review spot. Yeah, I told my feet my when before she was even my girlfriend, I told my wife, yeah, I do reviews on YouTube and I sell toys on eBay. I I, I told her I was gonna make it as like a store, which I do want to open like a store to sell toys. That's why usually if you see I pick up two or three figures, a lot of them are like to ship and to sell. Those like a lot of I think I would probably if I did sell stuff, I would sell it for the price that I got it for instead of adding a surcharge because I got too much stuff in there. Yeah, Chipper Williams says, yeah, for sure. Black Shinigami, Lamau. Low. It's the facts. Review Spot says it's so cringe. What do you do? Who, me? I'm a figure reviewer on YouTube. Not really what you do. That's that's grown up work. Yeah, I think most of us have jobs like the guys on Radio Free Cybertron. I'm sure they're not like doing reviews. All right. It's late. This is the third time I'm trying to end the show, but I'm having fun. Too bad I gotta go work. But all right, guys. Thanks for showing up. Chipper says, Shinigami, you like Death Note? Um, I'll answer for me. I've never watched Death Note, but it's popular. And Shinigami says, yeah, but the name comes from Bleach. Hello. I One of the free games that I downloaded from Steam is a Bleach game. I never knew of the story, so I was like, wow, this is interesting. Review Spot says, thanks for having us. And Chipper says, hello, oh, okay. And Shinigami says, later, man, stay encouraged. Thanks, guys. I will. All right. Aries0083. Let me see if I get to play this final video right without cutting myself off. um, Here we go. Well, bye. Follow me on the web at twitter.com. I'm Aries0083. At Instagram.com. I'm Aries0083. At Facebook.com.
My personal profile is john.classified.5. My page is Aries0083.fans. And finally, at my blog on Blogger, Aries083-action-figure-.